In today's video, we're gonna show you how to select the perfect color palette for an awkward space. And you're gonna wanna hang around to the end because, well, you're gonna play a role. Come on in, NataLee! Hi everybody, I wanna introduce to you a good friend of mine. This is NataLee, and she's a YouTuber as well. In fact, her channel's called Design to the Nines. And I brought her here today because, well, hey, I need some help. I need big help. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by the project.
I'm happy. I'm happy to help with ideas.
Okay, now listen, folks. I gotta tell you this. NataLee is a heavyweight here. She's an interior designer, and like I said, you want to go to her channel, Design to the Nines, because it's going to give you a lot of great ideas.
Thank you.
And NataLee, she's been on, well, HGTV, right?
A hot minute ago for a hot minute.
But I got a lot going on here, as you can see. We walked around the house first. NataLee just kept saying, oh my, oh my. I've got 6 months. I'm gonna do it in 6 months.
Okay.
I'm thinking of a budget about 25.
Okay.
Okay. I want to start in this room,
okay,
because I want to have a dedicated room that I can go to while I'm restoring the rest of the house. This room has the least amount of work.
I agree. Yes.
Ceiling fans, I'm swapping out.
Yep, dated and they're off kilter. I mean, you could fix that, but why? Built-ins add value to your home. And this one, while it looks a little worse for wear right now, it does have potentials. If you have this opportunity in your home, definitely you want to keep it and see what you can do to spruce it up.
Now, one of the things I plan to do, NataLee, is I want to install a rolling library ladder to run across the built-ins here. And then updating the hardware, take some of the elements that date the built-in a little bit.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm removing the wallpaper that's above it, okay?
You don't like that?
Painting it all white, high gloss oil.
Okay.
I'm going to repeat that same process on the ceiling. It's going to be high gloss. I know that's not typical.
Not typical.
Okay,
yeah.
but I can do it because it's shiplap, and so I don't have to worry about imperfections in the wood.
Yep.
Okay. I'm also going to do all the trim in high gloss white. Now, here's the problem, NataLee. We need a color palette, and we need something that's not going to clash with the floor, but I want to keep it because it's original to the house.
It is busy, but it is cool. And I think if you neutralize things elsewhere, you might have an opportunity to save it because it is in good condition. Right now, it kind of has the feeling that this was an enclosed porch.
So here's the thing, we're going to want to transition away from that, and we want to create a space that's warm and inviting. So NataLee, what do you suggest?
Okay, so immediately, like what has drawn my attention are this neutral one and this whites one.
Okay.
Because you do have an intense color on the floor, I think it would make sense to do something a little bit more neutralized on your wall. If you wanted color, you could bring that through like wall art and things like that. And I would tend to lean towards more of a neutralized palette for the wall, so you don't have to worry so much about what's going on with the floor and that. I tend to lean more into this kind of neutralized area here rather than heavy saturated. You don't want them to compete, and I think you can bring in some richness through artwork and accessories and things like that. I
was thinking something like espresso beans, because you're only talking 2 walls, and it would make the white really pop.
I am all about dramatic, and I think that would be, that's definitely a possibility, especially since you do have a lot of white.
Okay.
I would love to see you bring in that kind of color in furniture pieces. So if you're wanting to go with a drama statement, which is actually, that's a good wall to do it because it will pull you in from the front door, I would then bring maybe that color and some maybe drapery treatments into this living room area in that similar tone, and maybe some throw pillows. So you're making those darker tones into this room as well, but not painting the entire thing. What I typically recommend people to do when they're selecting paint colors and things like that is to find something that you really love, that really speaks to your soul, like if it's a pillow that you love or an area rug, and then pull colors for your paint colors based off of that, just because it will really help you hone in on your design look and overall look and get the right color choice. An accessory is easy to switch in and out. If you get tired of a color, you can just switch it out with a pillow.
Now these are the colors that NataLee liked the most. And you're going to have an opportunity at the end of the video to vote in the comments for the color that you like the best.
So I was looking at either Dust Bunny or Whiskers.
Okay.
I think they're very close in color, so espresso beans color just to see, and then put them on like a larger sample and see what it looks like, live with it a day or two, and see if any of them are going to work.
Well, NataLee, I gotta thank you so much for coming.
Oh, it's always good to see you. She's just the best. We love her.
Can't wait to see what the audience votes for in terms of paint color for this room
Yeah,
here.
that'll be really fun to see.
So thanks again for
Oh, you're
coming.
welcome.
And remember, this is NataLee, and her channel is called Design to the Nines. I want you to check it out. This is Leah saying, you can do this. Folks, if you liked this episode, check out this episode as well. And I'll see you next time.